Okay, folks, welcome again to another episode here on the Flight Sim Broadcasting Network. We're going to go ahead and review something very near and dear to my heart, is the new Gemini 200 757-200 in the old Delta Airlines livery. And this is their livery from 30 years. It's called the widget livery. And we're going to talk about it, why I got it and all that good stuff. So first things first, the 1/200 scale. Item number is going to be down here in the bottom of the box. It's G2DAL 1263, and this was actually on back order forever. I think there was a lot of pre-orders. This is the second production, I think, of this particular model. The box is pretty cool. It's the, you can see the item number here, and they have just a couple things on the back. The lighting is on there, but you could see the particular back. There's a actual date down here. I don't know if you can see the date. There's a date right here, and that says 2024 Gemini Jets, Las Vegas, Nevada, and that's where they're from. Definitely different in this package than the other packages is that it opens like that, and then you can read the text. I don't know if you can read the text, but I can read it for you. It says the Boeing 757-200 was originally designed to replace the famous 727-200, whose 20-year-old design has seen its day. That is very true. Airlines were in need of an aircraft with slightly higher passenger capacity, yet it had to be superior economically. With orders placed from the initial launch customers, Eastern Airlines and British Airways, the 757-200 became reality. The prototype was first flown on February 19th, 1982, and upon completing certification, was launched into service by Eastern Airlines on January 1st, 1983. Although originally delivered with Rolls-Royce engines, certain airlines opted for Pratt & Whitney powered aircraft, and both have proven to be quite popular for their respective customers. The 757-200 has proved to be the most fuel-efficient airliner ever built, with revenue seat per mile, which is RSM, the best in the industry. Condor Airlines of Germany, who has experienced extreme satisfaction with the 757-200, was a launch customer for the stretched 300 that went to service in early 1999. The 757-300 is the longest single-aisle twin jet ever built. Okay, with this, let's go ahead and get it out of the box. Let's take a look at this thing. These are Pratt & Whitney engines on this. Delta had ordered their 757-200s and their 300s with the Pratts. I don't think they do have any Rolls-Royces as of this filming. All right, so what we're gonna do, there's the standard packaging. It's a little different than the normal packages you get, because you just open the box and there's just kind of foam here, but you can open the box, you can kind of see it in there. I don't know if this is the new 2024 design or not. I was lucky to get my hand on this thing because I really wanted this aircraft. So first of all, you can see the packaging looks pretty darn good, okay? It's kind of what you expect. You got foam on the bottom, you have this plastic cover on the top. Let's pull this thing out. All right, so we're gonna take it out of the packaging right now. You can see it comes with this plastic piece on top. Most of the models do. Now there is a stand, I believe, that I'm gonna try to put on the stand if I can. Okay, folks, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take it just into the packaging right here. You see your typical foam. It's pretty big size. Obviously, it's a 1/200 scale, so it's a little different than the narrow bodies that we had before. Comes with a nice stand, and inside of here, you have gears. You can either do gear up or gear down on this, and I'm gonna choose to go gear down. So you can put those on. I think I've done that. Just kind of put them on already. Let's pull this plastic off, and let's get this thing displayed. I'm gonna put it right on the stand here. And we'll go over the details of the aircraft and everything else. So if I'm gonna just kind of wiggle it out, you can see the size of that airplane. Pretty big. You can see the gear hanging down here. And so what I'll do is I'll probably put it on the ground first, and then we can see kind of how that looks there. Okay, so the airplane is absolutely gorgeous. Like I've always said this in my reviews, but the nose is very hard to get right. It looks like Gemini did a fantastic job getting the nose right, and we'll get it all zoomed in here. But this is where it is sitting on on the desk. Really nice. Let's get it on the stand so we can kind of take a look. 360 degrees here on this airplane. And this fits. I'll make sure it goes in nice. Okay, there we go. So this fits the motif just where we expected it. So let's go around 360 on the nose. Nose is looking good. You can see the radome is really a nice detail on that radome. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Really nice, and they've got the glare, the old Delta black glare coming in. This is really cool. The pitot tubes, you can kind of see them painted on there. I'm very impressed with the Gemini models. They do a phenomenal job in detail. You can see the sheet line coming through the doors. Got a lot of detail on that. It's not as heavy as I thought it was gonna be. Obviously, they're probably gonna get the weight off a little bit, because if this thing was solid metal, it would be like 10 pounds. It would be a lot to ship. So your traditional Delta pattern here, the widget and the Delta, this is, you know, probably had this livery 30 years or so. So it's really, really cool. The beacon's offset a little bit on these 7.5s, and obviously it's a Pratt & Whitney engine. The detail is great on it. Let's take a look inside the engine. Yeah, look at inside that fan, man. That's a really, really cool detail inside the fan. You can see the nice painted nose and the spinner in there, and then of course your fan blades. The leading edge devices are looking great, nice and chromed out on that. Wings are awesome looking too. They did such a good job on this. I've been super impressed with the Gemini. I really, 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 really have. I don't think I've gotten a bad Gemini model yet. I like that. It's pretty cool. One of the antennas. Coming back here, 607 on the tail fin. That's pretty cool. This is Delta 607DL, Delta Lima. And really cool down there. They got the 7.5, and I was going to zoom in here and show you this side of the aircraft, or the airframe, rather. Let's go ahead and adjust things. So there it is, folks. You've got the 757 Delta Gemini Jets 1/200 scale model here, and it is gorgeous. I love it. Cool looking airplane. I love the performance of a 7.5. It's great detail all the way around this thing. And this fits that mold perfect. This would have taken off out of Orlando. There's a few of them that took off in April of 1997. This one would probably have gone to Atlanta. I have the actual flight numbers and all the details from that time of what aircraft it was. You know, it was a 97, so this livery in Delta was just starting to go away, and they were doing the interim livery, it's called, I think, and that is coming up next. Not the next video, but we're gonna get a couple of those, and I'll showcase the interim livery as well for Delta. So I'm super stoked I got this one. This one's an awesome looking model, and thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like. We'll see you.